Today we're going to be talking about Clovis Oncology stock and why it could be going higher soon. Let's get into the video. Hi everyone, my name is Zach and welcome back to Finance Bro. Before we get into the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please comment how many shares of Clovis you own, and also consider leaving a like and subscribe as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you guys want 2 free stocks that could be worth up to $2,300, then go ahead and get signed up with WeBull at the first link in the description. You're going to have to deposit $5 and you'll get those 2 free stocks. With all that out of the way, let's get straight into our stock for today, Clovis. So obviously we're going to be starting out here on StockTwits. That's pretty much what we do at the beginning of each of these episodes. And you can see here that Clovis Oncology is actually up 1% on the day and the 6th most active stock on StockTwits in the last 24 hours. Only up 1% on the day and still ranked number 6. That is pretty good for the outlook going forward this week. But then you can also see here on watchers, they have the 3rd most added watchers over the last 24 hours out of any stock on StockTwits. So that is super good to see. Now that we know that Clovis is being talked about online, we can actually go over an article talking about a possible short squeeze for Clovis. So here we are on cnafinance.com, and we can see that Clovis Oncology is gearing up for a short squeeze. So yeah, let's go over this article and what it could mean for the stock going forward. Basically, they're talking about how it's inching up in the pre-market and gains aren't dramatic yet. The social community is buzzing about this ticker symbol. Ultimately, the retail crowd expects a major short squeeze on the horizon, which could become a self-fulfilling prophecy. And honestly, I've seen Clovis a lot on StockTwits, and whenever I click to see what's going on with this stock, they're always talking about this thing is being shorted, we need to do a short squeeze with this, and I think the hype could be gearing up enough to get a little bit of a short squeeze going here. So yeah, let's go over a little bit more in the article. Alright, so we can see here that all over social media we're seeing posts that point to the incredibly high short interest on the stock. Shorts are making up about 27% of trades as we speak. Of course, should the retail community begin pushing shares upward, there's a huge opportunity for significant gains as the shorts who hold these positions race to cover. To put this into perspective, the stock trades with a public float of 101 million shares. If 27% of these shares are shorted, that would mean that more than 27% shares are being held short at the moment. This article then goes on to their opinion on whether or not they think that Clovis could actually have a successful short squeeze. And they say in their opinion, that's a resounding yes. I'm sure these guys are not financial advisors and neither am I, so you can't really take anything we say as truth. But honestly, I think they could too. But they give a really good reason here. The fact of the matter is that social volume is picking up in a big way, as we've seen with other short squeeze targets from retail traders. When this happens, a short squeeze generally takes place within 3 trading sessions of the action. So they are saying that within 3 days of it starting, which it basically started on the 13th, so this really should be going on the 16th, which I believe is Friday. According to them, it could definitely not happen. Don't take that as fact, but they think that a short squeeze could be occurring maybe this Friday, possibly even earlier or a little bit later. They say it's not a question of whether or not a short squeeze will happen, it's a question of when this squeeze will take place. Honestly, I disagree with them a little bit. I don't think that this is a done deal that this thing is going to short squeeze, but I definitely think it's a possibility as there is a high short interest and it definitely is picking up steam online, especially on StockTwits as well as Wall Street Bets. Now that we've gone over the possible short squeeze, we can kind of give an overview of the company, and I'm going to be honest, it doesn't look too hot for Clovis. So right now they're about a $500 million market cap, which is good for a candidate of a short squeeze. $500 million is going to be easily impacted by a little bit of a, when shorts cover their positions, it's not that much and it's going to drive the price up a lot. Earnings per share obviously not good, negative $3.64. Their earnings date should be sometime in August, but that doesn't really matter to us. As you can see here, fair value, it does seem overvalued to a lot of people, and the performance outlook actually looks bad, but they do have a bullish pattern detected, so that would be good if that were to occur. You can see here that on earnings, they did miss 2 out of the last 4 quarters, and in their last one, they beat by 8 cents, but nothing too crazy. Over the last 4 years, they have been increasing revenue, but they haven't been able to figure out earnings very well. And over the last 4 quarters, revenue isn't increasing. It's basically just kind of staying the same. As for recommendations, it's actually a hold to underperform, according to Yahoo Finance. And then price targets do have an average of a $6.35 cent price target, and a high of $12 actually, but really I think they're just baking in the short sell possibility, because honestly it is pretty overvalued. If you come take a look at the financials, you can see that the income statement doesn't look too hot. Their gross profit is actually pretty good. If you take a look at their balance sheet, that's where it really takes a dive. There is less total assets than total liabilities, and that's never something you want to see. And they do have about $660 million of total debt. So basically, they have a lot of debt, and a short squeeze would very, very much benefit this company, just like it's benefited AMC and other stocks that have been short squeezed. So I'm not taking away that this is a possible short squeeze. It definitely could short squeeze, but the actual value of this company is honestly not that great at the moment. But when we're talking about retail investors, they do not care about value. They care about how much of stock is being shorted. So let's just go over the past couple of days, what's been happening kind of with Clovis stock from a technical perspective. So obviously Clovis was testing the $6 level after consolidating a bit after a huge drop, and honestly over the past few days we've been seeing an uptick in volume as retail investors are getting a little bit more excited about this stock. It went from $5.18 all the way up to $5.60, eventually topping out at $5.78. It also tried to test that $5.78 in the pre-market on the 12th, but they couldn't get above it. So really a resistance we're going to have to get above is going to be $5.78, and that could definitely trigger a short squeeze if we can do that. As for the trend right now, honestly not looking very good, but in after hours it was trending back up. So right now we're trending down on the MACD, but we could be trending up tomorrow if we open Clovis in the green. And then RSI right now it's pretty oversold, so I would expect a pretty good day from Clovis tomorrow when this video comes out. I'll try to put this out at about 9 a.m. So I expect a pretty good day from Clovis tomorrow. If it can break through this resistance of $5.78, let's just say fireworks could be happening and we could see a short squeeze trigger in the next couple of days. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be it for my technical analysis. What do you guys think? How many shares of Clovis are you holding? Do you think this can short squeeze? Make sure to comment that in the comment section below. If you guys found any value in this video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and also consider turning on post notifications. But that's going to be it for me. My name is Zach. I hope to see you in the next video.